Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sonic Unleashed Let's Play. So, last time we left off, we just completed another Gaia Temple, and we just have 3 more Gaia Temples to look for. So now we traverse into our new town of Shamar, and found Professor Pickle's lab. It's not really in a secret location. You think he would be much more conservative and safe with his lab, but I guess not. But anywho, now it's time for us to actually look more into Shamar, more of looking into its stage hub so we can actually go to its daytime stage. So, I just traversed around town looking for all the sun and moon medals as much as I can, or at least the moon medals, because when you're daytime Sonic, the moon medals are on the hub world. If you're nighttime, the sun medals, vice versa and all that shit. But anywho, we're going to be going now into Shamar's hub world, and we'll actually get ourselves into the real stage. And this is actually where we're going to get the, I think this is the place where we get the light speed dash finally. And I'm just going to cut myself to where I actually, get the light speed dash because, it's this hub world, guys, this is probably my least favorite stage hub world because it's so damn confusing. So there will be another time where I will jump cut again to where I just get to my location because I just couldn't remember for the life of me where the stages were, where they were located. But, just follow the areas or the certain areas that I go to and you'll be fine. Alright, so next daytime stage, I think it's called the Iridian Sands, I think? Damn. Eggman Springs. Yeah, I never got to mention about those Eggman Springs because I don't think I ever hit one, but Eggman Springs pretty much bounce you backwards. They can bounce you backwards, or they can bounce you backwards into hazard. That's pretty much what they're there for, just to screw you up. But Shamar's daytime stage has got to be probably my least favorite daytime stage, for many reasons. There is a lot of... your reflexes for this stage have to be really good. Especially when you want to get the S rank. You have to know all the shortcuts, all the little evasives and everything like that. You have to know everything about this stage if you want to S rank it. This is probably the hardest stage other than the final stage to S rank on. So, it's pretty challenging. It really took me, the first time I S ranked this stage, it took me about, I would say about 9 to 10 tries. You just have to have you just have to memorize the stage, memorize the shortcuts, and brace yourself for the quick time stuff, because you really need to know that if you're going to S-rank this whatsoever. But other than that, Shamar's daytime stage, this is probably the most platform-esque type of stage, if that's even a word, out of the daytime stages, at least for, 2D. I would say for 3D, it was, whatchamacallit, the Chunan daytime stage. I'm thinking that had the most 3D platforming. But then again, we'll get to other stages too that have it. Then again, I think Empire City may have it, may have more 3D platforming sections than Chunan does, but we'll get more into it and everything like that. You see, I just don't remember the stages whatsoever. Not saying that they're terribly designed or anything like that. It's just that some are just designed better than others. I do like the music that plays here, but it's not my favorite track. It's not my favorite daytime track, I would have to say. There's better daytime tracks in there. I don't know which one is my favorite daytime track of all time, but, I'll have to go back and listen to them on my iPod and, think about it a bit because, I always had Sonic Unleashed's album and everything, and, I never really gave it that much attention like I do for, Sonic Colors or the Japanese version of Sonic CD. Or Sonic Adventure, but these songs have really grown on me, And I did like the songs at first, but I just didn't feel like they had much of a... when I first played this game, like back in 2008, it didn't really leave that much of an impact on me, but now I love these songs, you know. They're so cultural, and they're just so... yeah, they're just so fantastic to me. I love the styles that they use for each continent, for the music, the instruments and everything. I just love it. But let's see, even if I did pretty well, I still got myself a B. It's really nitpicky on the score for what you want to get for the S rank. Speed, hitting a lot of enemies, and getting a ton of rings is the key to get the S rank in this stage, and because of that, I hate it. I hate it. Or you could cheat like I did, and well, actually no, it's not really a cheat, but there used to be this glitch where if you go through the gold ring, press start before you go to the gold, before you hit the gold ring, and then press the restart button, then to restart the stage, you'll actually beat the stage, and your time will be at 0.000 seconds. I shit you not. And there's an achievement for actually beating that stage within a certain time. I think it was under 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but, you know, that's how I cheated. I gotta do that shit legitimately. Legitimacy? What the fuck is that? So now we're moving on to our next continent is now Empire City, which pretty much is New York. I mean, come on. This is pretty much America in Sonic Unleashed. I'm just looking for all the medals as I can, because, you know, no backtracking. As I said, countless upon countless of times. And to tell you the truth, Empire City is kind of worthless in this game. I do love the soundtrack, though. I do love the daytime stage, the nighttime stage, and its hub world stage. Or, hub world music. I love it. I love the harmonica. Just so awesome. But what I was going into of that Empire City is kind of pointless is that, frankly, people, there is no Gaia Temple here. There's nothing of a value here. All Professor Pickle tells us is that, you know, he's been hearing rumors about, you know, robots being seen around Empire City, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Like I said, there's no Gaia Temple here, so frankly, there is absolutely no purpose for us to be here. But we have to be here in order to progress with the story for some reason. I don't know why, but it's kind of that reason why in the Wii and PlayStation 2 version, why Empire City was taken out. And oh shit, I guess I forgot to edit this out. Oh well. I promised I don't know how many parts ago that I will edit that transformation sequence out, but I guess not. But we're mostly here to do the nighttime stage, so yippee, another Werehog stage, and it's my least favorite Werehog stage in the entire game. Only because of this one dumb gimmick I just hate. And not having a drop shadow too. I've already explained how I don't like how there's no drop shadow on Sonic, but once you get to this stage, it comes to full circle of why they couldn't implement a drop shadow. Because if they expect you to do all the platforming that you do in Empire City without a drop shadow, they gotta be out of their fucking mind. They really have to be out of their fucking mind. I'm just waiting for myself to actually get into the stage itself. That is not the way to the stage. Alright, so now we can actually get to Skyscraper Scamper. My least favorite nighttime stage. We'll be getting to the certain gimmick that's inside the stage very soon. And not only that, having I wouldn't say I'm not really afraid of heights in video games, maybe in real life, but not in video games. It's just, this stage just makes my hands sweat a lot because, you know, we're on the rooftop, so, you know, this place should be called Rooftop Run and everything. We're more on rooftops in here than we were in the nighttime stage for Spagonia. But, we can joke about that later. Like I said, Skyscraper Scamper, I love the nighttime music. I really do. Being suspended above, high grounds, really makes my hands sweat. So, the controller, gets all greasy and whatnot from my sweat. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I'm just telling you my experiences with this stage. Even with the first time I felt that way. Now, it's not really much these poles here. This is another stage that a lot of people say that the B button can be kind of finicky when it comes to, grabbing onto the poles and everything like that. And as I say previously beforehand, if you just rapidly tap the B button, you'll be A-okay. You should have no problem with this stage whatsoever, or problems with that whatsoever, if you just rapidly tap the B button. Now, this is the gimmick that I was talking about. We experienced this before. We experienced this like in Apato's nighttime stage, and we experienced it in Missouri. I don't think we experienced it in Haleska, if I remember, and I don't think we experienced it in Chunan. And I don't think we experienced it all since Begonia. So far, Missouri and Apatos are the only stages I can recollect right now that had that gimmick in it. It doesn't seem that bad, but wait till we get a certain obstacle they put on them that will make it even more difficult. As you can see, this stage's gimmick involves a lot of you using the B button and using all sorts of his acrobatic techniques and whatnot to, get past where you need to go and everything. Be careful of these saw blades, people. These saw blades will screw you over. These saw blades will knock you off just like that and will have you fall to your death. So yeah, make sure to be extra careful, because once you get hit by those saws, I don't think you can recover from that. That was the first time in a very long time that I actually got hit by those saws, but if I remember, you can't recover yourself. If you got hit by the saws from the top, I don't think you can recover yourself and grab a ledge or anything like that. But if you can, can somebody tell me, please? So I don't want to be too inaccurate. Might as well just call this B button scamper. I'm serious. You're going to be using that button a lot in this stage. I shit you not. You're going to be doing a lot of shuffling. You're going to be a lot of narrow platforming and narrow walking. You're going to be doing a lot of that in this stage. Because I guess they just need to exploit this gimmick somewhere, so I guess they decided to pick Empire City. Now, I know that some people complain, that Empire City wasn't in the Wii and PlayStation 2 versions. Because, like I said, this place is pretty pointless. No Gaia Temple, no nothing. But, folks, if you had the PlayStation 2 version or the Wii version, you're really not missing much. Because this is, I would say, just a added stage. Just for the sake of being different from the Wii and PlayStation 2 versions. Hell, even the daytime stage of Missouri was taken out of the Wii and PlayStation 2 version, which I don't get. Why did they do that? It's part of the story, How else would Sonic, get to Eggman, I don't know what the development team for the PlayStation and PlayStation 2 and Wii version were thinking. I think it was Dimps that actually did the development for that one, and Sonic Team just did the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 one. I don't know what was going through their minds of taking out the daytime Missouri stage, because that one I can understand. Why did they have to take that one out? Empire City, you're not missing much. Missouri, it is kind of part of the story, so yeah. Don't understand that whatsoever. Make sure to break a lot of billboards and all these other things, because they'll be masking parts of the rooftop that you think you can't make it, but you can, using brute strength, lots of brute strength, Sonic Smash, you'll be able to find all sorts of goodies like medals and all sorts of concept. Folks, this is the gimmick I was talking about. If you didn't like the narrow walking, you are absolutely going to love it that they put spikes on the side of them. So, usually, if you fall, Sonic will grab onto the ledge, and that way you can pull yourself back up. Wrong. Not with this one. If you fall off once, lose your balance, Sonic cannot get his grip back. The spikes will dig into his hands, and he will fall to his death. This is why I hate this stage a lot. It's because of that gimmick right there. But folks, we'll be experiencing more of that in the next part. So we will continue on with Skyscraper Scamper Nighttime Stage. So until then, I'll see you guys for part 15.